Have you ever felt stuck between two bad options? You can either manage your own technologies, which means late nights, pager duty, and constantly worrying about uptime. Or you can use a traditional managed service where your data lives in someone else's cloud, and you miss out on using cloud commit spend, compliance, and security. What if I told you there's a third option that gives you the best of both worlds? Here's the thing. With traditional managed services, they run everything in their own cloud accounts. Your data lives in their infrastructure, in a multi tenant environment that you can't see or control. And for many companies, this creates real problems. Finance teams can't use existing cloud spend commitments. The pre purchase credits just sit there unused. Security teams have to trust vendor access controls instead of their own. And you're paying vendor markups on infrastructure you could provision yourself for less. Here's the deal. People want the expertise, the 24/7 monitoring, the automated patching, just not at the cost of giving up control. And that's where NetApp Instaclustr comes in. We're NetApp's managed open source data technologies platform, and we do something fundamentally different. While we have the option for customers to spin up environments quickly in our own cloud accounts, we also have the option to run them in your cloud account, whether that's AWS, Azure, or GCP. All your clusters, all your data, everything runs on infrastructure that you own and control. We just manage it for you. And there's an added bonus. You can consume this through the respective cloud marketplace, which means your cloud spending commitments can go towards your managed services on NetApp Instaclustr. Here's how it works, using AWS as an example. You give us secure, scoped access to an AWS member account in your organization. We'll use that access to provision resources, deploy your selected technologies, handle monitoring, perform the upgrades, manage backups, and more. We do all the operational heavy lifting, but your data never leaves your VPC. It stays in your account under your control. We call this architectural separation. Our control plane manages everything, but your data plane, where all your actual data lives, remains completely in your environment. So, what does this actually mean for you? First, real compliance. When healthcare companies need HIPAA compliance, or financial services need PCI DSS, or European companies need GDPR data residency, they're not just checking boxes. They need to prove their data never left their control. And with Instaclustr, you can. Your data is in your account, encrypted with your keys in your chosen regions. Second, you keep your cloud economics. With Instaclustr, the infrastructure runs in your account. So whatever pricing you've negotiated with AWS or Azure or GCP, you keep it. If your organization has committed spend agreements, they apply. If you've purchased reserved instances, these can be used. Plus, you're not paying vendor markup on the infrastructure. You pay your cloud provider directly at your rates for compute and storage, and you pay NetApp Instaclustr a transparent management fee. If you're purchasing this through the marketplace, the management costs will appear on your cloud bill as well. So you can see exactly what the infrastructure costs in your native cloud billing tools are. Third, complete operational visibility. So you see everything in your native cloud tools. CloudWatch, Azure Monitor, whatever you use. You still get everything you'd expect from a managed service. 24/7 expert support, automated patching, scaling, disaster recovery, the whole package. If you're running production workloads at scale, if you're in a regulated industry, if you have compliance requirements, if you're looking at your cloud bill and wondering why you can't use those enterprise commitments, this model changes the game. Customers prefer to have control of their data, and they love that they can use their cloud marketplace to leverage their cloud commit spend towards not just the infrastructure, but the management costs as well. That's how this works. NetApp Instaclustr manages Cassandra, Kafka, Postgres, OpenSearch, ClickHouse, and Cadence. Everything runs in your cloud account, and we handle the operational side of things. Check out instaclustr.com if you want more details on how the architecture works, or to give our managed service a try with a 30-day free trial, no credit card required. Thanks for watching.